Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at Elementalcore100's Budget Zoolock. We just covered another Budget Zoolock deck, but Elementalcore has put a lot of effort into the write-up for this particular deck, so I thought I'd check it out and see how we go. So for those of you who don't know what these heal Zoolock decks are trying to do, they focus around the synergies between Light Warden and Happy Ghoul, which gets buffed up whenever we heal or becomes free whenever we heal. We play a bunch of healing effects to go with that, such as Voodoo Doctor, Fungal Enchanter, Shroom Brewer, and Life Drinker. And we get to get these combos, these synergies off quite consistently because we do have a bunch of cards that deal damage to ourselves, such as Flame Imp, Kobold Librarian, or our very own Hero Power. So we can get those things off. Happy Ghoul is a great tempo play, and Light Warden is a card that requires it needs to be answered, otherwise it snowballs out of control. So because these are budget lists, we have got a couple of concessions. Most of these heal Zoolock decks will play Kaliseth on 2 and Leroy at the end of the curve. Obviously we can't afford those things, so we've got Demon Fire and Vulgar Homunculus at the 2-drop slot, which is really good, particularly this Demon Fire that here gives us a bit more control on the board, and also a great way to buff these things like Void Walker and Flame Imp, get a bit of tempo going there. And we've got the Reckless Rocketeer in here to replace the Leroy. So the one thing that I would like to see in this deck is at least one Doom Guard. I think just the one is really good. It's a great finisher. It's a resilient body. It's one of the hardest threats to answer, even if you play it on 5. So that's something I'd like to see. And we're going to be paying attention to this Life Drinker and Saronite Chain Gang, this 1-1 split. I get the feeling that maybe the second Life Drinker might be a bit better, just because we don't have Kaliseth in here, and Kaliseth Chain Gang is one of the biggest reasons to play both of those cards. So we'll jump into some games and we'll see how we go. Okay, against the Shaman.
Your soul shall be mine.
So pretty dangerous matchup for us if it is Shudderwock. Shudderwock has a lot of fantastic tools to deal with our aggression. If it's even Shaman, we might be in a better position though. A card like Merkspark Eel could totally wreck us. Lead off with the Flame Imp here. So he's Shudderwock. So we've got a couple of options here. We can either play both these Light Wardens and just pray that they don't have Lightning Storm, which seems unlikely. Or we can like play one Light Warden, coin Hero Power, which sets us up for like Fungal next turn.
Almost out of time.
I think I like that. Get minus 40 degrees Celsius sometimes. Don't think no one gets that? No. Out in the sticks you might get you get below freezing. So I think we'll just play Fungal Enchanter here, because if they do have the Lightning Storm, it's 50-50 over here.
Let the pain.
So setting up a volcano. Three, 4, 5, 6. A lot. I think we'll just use this to get some more damage.
Face the light.
Volcano or lightning storm? Is the but we can rebuild.
How long can this go on?
In the light.
Can this go on?
Yeah, minus 40 is yeah, that's pretty chilly.
I see.
Speaking of chilly. I guess that was one reason to play the light wooden on either side rather than in the middle, because now our fungal mancer is a bit awkward. Just moved to Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie. What a lovely name. So this is interesting because this might we might be able to kind of overload the board and make this mana tide a bit awkward.
It's playtime. Free me! Free me!
Not the greatest discard. I mean, Egan? Egan? Is it just Egan? Small world indeed. Are those places pretty close? Egan. Eagan. 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 All caps and you have to shout it out. Egan. Whereabouts is that? Oh, it's like right near Minneapolis?
Engaging TC-130
No!
mental dislocator.
Don't take my good ones.
Again! Again!
So we can trade our Demon Fire here to put them on 1. Guess what happens?
Tell me what to do.
Face the light.
This board is fine against... No, it's probably not fine against Volcano. It's about 15-minute drive from Minneapolis, about 20 minutes from Eden Prairie. That's so, like, yeah, so small world. What do you got to follow up? Not a Taunt Totem? Healing Rain. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
It's playtime.
Rude. At least that's the other volcano out of the way. Live Drinker. The other Healing Rain.
Unleash me.
Probably they just don't have... I think they can just play Shutterwalk right here, and it's a good enough tempo play to probably win the game. So what's Minnesota like then? Double frog. Double frog! Did you both grow up? Both grow up in the area, or...? No, my board! I needed that to win. Grew up south of Minneapolis in Lakeville. My mum has worked in Eargan. Born in California, and for reasons unknown, my parents moved us here when I was 10. You prefer the sun over the cold?
My claws that can
I think we're pretty dead here, hey? Damn it, Reckless Rocketeer. You betrayed me again.
Why do you fall?
You win
Unfortunately.
this time.
It was close though. It was close. Our opponent had to have both the Healing Rains and both Volcanoes to pull out of there. So, even though it's a bad matchup, I think we played. We gave ourselves the best shot to win, which is all we can ask for. We'll be back with another.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
How many comments about the Tasmanian Devil do you get? None. I don't know. I guess it's not that big a thing. The bigger thing is that like, I'm sure if you have had like rival states or whatever, or rival schools, the big thing in Tasmania is that like it's very kind of like redneck-ish, I guess. So you always make, so you would say that anyone born in Tasmania was like born with two heads or something like that. Tasmanian Devil's my favorite animals though, they're so cute. Yes. They're cute if they're on mute. Because the actual sounds that they make are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Born with two heads. Yeah, there's a lot of like incest jokes as well and stuff like that. Like I imagine it's the same as you would talk about anyone from like Alabama or something. Alright, so we're in a bit of a hole here with a slow draw. But yeah, Tasmanian Devils are really, really cute. They look so cute because they look like possums. My fungal enchanter. Yeah, and I'd like to go see them again, in like a zoo or something, because they're really, really quite endangered, because they're really prone to getting tumors, like lots of issues with cancer. But they're pretty fun. Most kind of marsupials are super cute. I read an article recently that human cancer treatments are working on Tasmanian devils. Ah, that's really cool. This is not so cool though. I think we're getting a bit dunked on here. His healing totem is just MVP. If they have the lightning storm here, we're probably out of this game. They don't, and we get to resolve this second fungal mancer. I think we're better off relying on our opponent not having healing rain than our opponent not having like removal.
Engaging TC-130
No.
mental dislocator.
Just don't take my good boys. That's really cool. Like it's definitely an animal worth preserving because they're just amazing. Oh, they did have the healing rain. Okay. I think they have a lot of really interesting properties to them as well. I think they heal their wounds relatively quickly or something.
Unleash me.
They have another MC tech. That would be gross. But I've definitely seen Shadowlock lists with 2 MC techs in them. Have you ever seen a quokka? Probably everyone has seen that. Quokka is cute. Yes. That is correct.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I should eat you.
Look at this thing. Look at this. Ah. Look at that cute boy. Two sets of 6.
Someone call for the doctor.
So cute. Look at that thing. Earthshock, no. Trading there is interesting. Why do I have to follow up? So that means they probably don't have Lightning Storm, because this is a pretty good Lightning Storm setup to trade in here and storm off. They have like combo pieces like Grumble and
I wonder.
the Mosquito. Oh, the other healing rain.
Let the pain speak to me. Your magic shall not save me.
Were they trying to be greedy and set up a big volcano?
I will show you.
So it gets the crumble.
I should meet you.
No, I got a glacial shard. Right. Unfortunately, without the Doom Guard in our deck, don't think we'll be able to
Die, mate.
push through on this one.
Why do you call?
Both Soulfire's out of the deck, so we've lost quite a lot of reach.
None shall.
Ooh. Black Knight. What are you thinking about here, friend? Face. Well, now we can draw Demon Fire to win.
That was a mistake.
Now we can.
Little time.
Weird. Damn it, Quokka. You defeated us.
This time.
You and your cute little face. I'll get you next time.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright. Same matchup. Wow, we've been getting trashed by these Shutterbox Shamans all weekend. All today, all weekend.
Why do you call?
Why do you call? Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Truth is found in death.
In the light.
Turn to Kelliseth. At this point, I think knowing how kind of terrible this matchup is, we just kind of need to play a bit more aggressively, particularly with these Light Wardens.
What to do?
If our opponent doesn't have Lightning Storm here, we can actually set up like a pretty big turn, a pretty big buff on this Light Warden. Or they could have the Earth Shock.
Face the light.
Command.
So I got reasonable board presence, but I don't know if that matters too much against the deck that has the Volcano. The dreaded Volcano. If we draw another 1-drop or a Demon Fire, we can actually get our board out of the range of...
Let the pain speak to me.
Ooh, all that. So let's think. So if we play this Chain Gang and they bump into one of our guys, we'll have 3, 7, 10, 11, plus 6 is 17, minus 1 is 16, plus 1. So they'll draw 3, but
How long?
I guess we should have Spellbreaker, but maybe that we'd need to do the math again. 3, 7, 11. No, so that wouldn't be enough. They wouldn't draw anything, but yes, this is obviously worse against, like, this is terrible against Lightning Storm, but I guess we're just trying to play like they don't have it.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
What do we want a Spellbreaker here? Could Spellbreaker this and hit them for 2, 4, 5, 7. Hit them for 10.
Your magic shall not sing.
Reducing draw, maybe? I don't know.
Face the light.
It's one of those things where, like, if we focus on, like, reducing the amount of cards that they draw, it just prolongs the match, which is exactly what they want to do. So this looks like a Volcanorino, but could be a Lightning Storm instead. Perhaps earlier when he gets one out of him. Yeah, true. I think that's something where I need to ask the people who have been laddering Zoolock for a very long time. I need to ask them their thoughts. See if they snap off a second Volcano here. That'll be very bad for us. I think this kind of... even if they have Healing Rain, it's bad for us. I totally agree. I'm definitely not a Zoolocker. That's I like that word, a Zoolocker, because it almost sounds derogatory. Look at those filthy Zoolockers. Those filthy Zoolockers.
Unleash me.
Have breath necessary.
Alright, let's see what they have. They've got the full 8 mana this turn. Filthy Zoolocker. Stefan, are you a you're a filthy Zoolocker? I knew it. Frog. Lightning Storm too. 3. So this, I think this play only really get punished if we draw the other Soulfire, but it doesn't matter. So they have the Healing Rain.
In the light's name.
Mushroom power!
Maybe we should have gone face with it. I guess that's like, that would make more sense with the game plan that we were going for. Why wouldn't you fast light first?
I should meet you.
Alright, come on, hot draw. Ooh. Filthy Shutterwalker.
Face the light.
Now that does sound derogatory. Oh, they have the other Lightning Storm? Yeah, they do. No, Hagathon. That's even worse.
Foul the lake and curse this land!
Someone called for the doctor.
Filthy Shutterwalker. I think that's probably more in line with the average Hearthstone player's opinion. Something Filthy Shutterwalker.
Dimly lit.
What sick one did you rip? Cool. It's playtime. Alright. This is like the last turn that we get to hope that they just have Brick City in their hand. Suspense is killing me. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I should meet you.
The real Robins would be if they got like a healing rain off first. If they got like a healing rain off the Bewitch. Ugh. Unfortunate.
You win this time.
Alright, so let's take a look at the deck and kind of go through some of the things. I think the life drinkers were really good, giving us that little bit of extra reach. I actually like those a lot more than the chain gang, purely if we were to swap like a rare for a rare. But ultimately, I think if we were going to put some more rares into this deck, some more dust into it, I really want to get a Doomguard in here. I think we saw a lot of those games where we were like, you know, our opponent was teetering at like kind of 10-ish health, maybe even single digits. And it's games like that that Doomguard can help us close out. Not only because it hits them immediately. Oh, sorry. Hits them immediately, but it's a big body. which can make it quite hard for decks that rely on damage-based removal to kill them. So I don't know what we can really cut though, because these kinds of lists are pretty tight on things. But I guess we could go down maybe a Shroom Brewer and cut the Chain Gang and maybe get the other Life Drinker in here and get a Doomguard in here. Something like this. We could even consider cutting Fungal Mancers or something like that. But that's maybe the first change that I would make to things. And then I would start moving towards spending dust on things like Keleseth and Leroy and these types of crafts, which are phenomenal crafts right now. Anyway, for those of you who are watching this video on YouTube, all the links are down in the description, including a link to the Hearthstone deck article, which you can go check out. You can copy the deck code from down below as well. If you do try the deck out and you have some interesting thoughts on it, please go over to Hearthstone and leave a nice thoughtful comment, +1 the deck. Like I said, Elemental Core did leave a whole bunch of details in there. It's got mulligan guides, it's got good matchups, bad matchups, which we hit a couple of, and even upgrade paths, which is amazing. I really appreciate all the extra effort that content creators go into whenever they put a deck up there. Other than that, all my personal links are also down in the description, including a link over to my Twitch channel, which I am recording live now. But if you ever want to come pop by and give me some love or just say hi, you can go follow me, Tommy_Wave on Twitch. And other than that, it's been another video. Thank you all for watching, and do remember to stay wavy. Bye.